people should go right now because we are starting the Midwater component, and you're in for a treat. We're going to see about half an hour, but it's going to go up too.
Yes.
So Amanda Netburn, are you still on the line?
I am here.
You want to give us a preview of what we're going to see, and would you confirm to the pilots that our first stop is 900 meters?
Confirmed that our first stop will be 900 meters. So I'm here with Mike Ford, and we're planning on doing 6 different transect steps. Those steps are 900 meters, 700, 500, 550, 400, and 350. The reason we decided to start at 900 is because there's a little local oxygen maximum there. That seems like it might be an interesting place for animals to hang out. Okay. So we're going to go see what's there, and then slowly make our way up to these other depths. The 550 was another addition.
Why don't you come up level with me, and then we'll do
when
some
we
dives.
transition between
That's
500 and 550 meters, we want to make sure we go really slowly, and that's because the oxygen minimum is right in between there, around 520 meters, and so where it starts coming up again, both below the 520 and above the 520 are other places that are tend to be kind of aggregations, places where animals aggregate. So we've shifted these depths around a little bit from what we originally proposed after looking at the CTV traces. This was a discussion that Mike and Dougal and I had over email just during the last hour or so.
Yeah, so Scott is reminding me that we didn't do an evening sort of pre-dive for tomorrow, which we probably should do before we lose some of the Benthic folks. Let me just quick check and see what's going on here and whether we can get Mashkor in for a quick brief on tomorrow's dive. So stand by just for a few minutes and we'll be right back to you.
Okay.
I'm dialing in my Z-bias now. Go for it.
Hello everyone, Google Lindsay from Japan here.
Hi, Dougal.
Hi Amanda. You got me okay this time without any echo?
Yeah, you sound great. So
I got my earphones on today.
Hi.
So we are all still live on the video?
I believe so.
No, we are. I'm just pointing that out.
You want to turn your heading just a little bit?
I'm not sure if you overhead. I think they're planning on switching over and doing planning for tomorrow's dive as we transit up to 900 meters. So folks might be coming back on to do that for a little bit before we get started talking about the Midwater work.
Roger.
You have to push out a little bit more, Andy. Pushing out more. I was just seeing that.
Probably take out auto heading on Sirius, maybe. I typically stream with auto heading out on D2, too, but right.
Sure, stand by now.
So our feed 2 here looks like it's not a live stream. We're wondering if we can switch that over to the Sirius camera.
Yeah, Amanda Moshkour's here. We're going to do a quick pre-dive for...
Slow down here, Chris.
We're approaching station, I think. Pilot, are we...
We're at 900 meters now. We're just setting up for the transect.
Okay. Pilot's at 900 meters. They're setting up for the transect.
Taking your camera.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Pilot. Thank you, Amanda.
Oh, hold on. I got my tether. Stow the light. Oh, shit. Right. No. Stow it. There you go. Stow the starboard light. The lower.
So for anyone listening, we'll be doing 10 minutes at each of the 6 different target depths.
Yep.
And then in between each of those depths, as we ascend in the water column, we'll be moving pretty slowly with the vehicles in formation so that we can image kind of slowly the animals that we're seeing in between those different depths, so we get kind of a nice profile of the full water column in addition to the more targeted zooming that we can do when we slow down at each of the target depths.
We're good. Alright, and rotate that forward. Stow it just a little bit. Yep. And you can get the others. Yep.
You want to mark this as the start?
Yeah, you
Josh?
can mark this as the start.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, watch these. This is the start of the 900-meter transect.
Thank you, Pilot.
218.
Amanda, did you hear that?
Let's get the ship moving a little bit.
No,
Point
that's not coming through on the line.
Okay. The pilots are beginning their 900-meter transect
270 sound good to you?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, great. We're starting the 900-meter transect.
Bring your heading to 270.
Decimal 2. Bridge, RV nav.
Particle fields, fairly small particles.
Yeah, can we get a ship
Rings from
move?
a string.
100 meters, bearing 270 degrees, speed decimal 2.
That's 100 meters, bearing 270 at decimal 2.
Amanda?
All right.
It's a good copy. Thanks, Bridge.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, for the sake of exposition, you guys are doing a survey first, is that right?
But we'll see how 2 does.
I can slow it down, no problem.
Okay, so we don't really
we'll be
stop
doing
and...
10 minutes here.
What was that?
Hang around.
Yes, this is a 10-minute.
Get this guy in the middle.
Survey.
Roger.
Moving about at the 900-meter level.
Partial.
Okay, so we won't really
Come on out.
have much more than a few seconds to sort of look at anything before we start talking about it then.
Center.
No, in this case, when we look at 900 meters now, we will, if we see a target coming on camera 1, we should slow and try to focus on it as much as possible.
Okay, RV nav.
Okay, so you do
come on
want
in,
us to
Bridge.
stop
Bridge.
and look at
We've
things.
just applied the
Yeah,
100 meters.
that would be best
bearing
so we can
270
identify
at decimal
come
the
on
target
out.
Like
to the
this.
best of our ability.
Move initiated. Good copy. Thank you, Bridge.
When we move from one depth level to another, that's when we will kind of keep moving.
Okay,
Moves initiated,
and I
pilots.
will
Copy that.
make a point to slow when we come upon something.
All right, come on in video.
Thank you.
That's great. And we're watching also the Sirius camera feed
Come
now.
on in.
We can see that both vehicles are are operating more or less in the same horizontal
Roger.
plane.
Holding
Small
partial.
jelly on camera 1 here,
All right, come on out.
top right. That's it.
Call out anything that
I
you
will.
see, Tara. Let's
I'm
get this white
scanning too.
speck here.
Yeah.
Zooming in on a
Uh-huh.
little swimming, I want to say amphipod.
It's partial.
All right, come in tight.
Full.
Looking at the pod to me.
Yep. There it is.
So later in the
Yes.
cruise, we'll have Karen Osborne here with a few students who's
So you'll have to tell me
Logical
if it's
station
coming at
action.
me or going
Yeah.
away.
Okay.
That's useful.
So,
I will.
Amanda, is this good enough? Are you interested?
here and we'll send her some of these images.
Skype against the order or connection.
Okay, so Mike Vicchione tells us this is a parrot amphipod, which is a swimming pelagic crustacean. Amanda, is this good? Shall we move on?
Looks like it's got eggs, maybe.
If we can try and get it from a couple angles, that would be great if we're
Like
able
mount
to
this a little bit?
move
So
around
they,
a little
yeah,
bit
so they'd like to
and
try and get it from
get
a
back.
few different angles.
It seems to be
Yeah,
slowly
it's
spinning
interesting
in
to
the
know
water.
that this is
Okay.
free swimming rather than attached to a jellyfish, and it looks to have its pouch full of young.
All right, come on in.
Zooming slowly.
Oh, pretty.
Holding that's not quite full.
Excellent. And it's turning for us.
I have more zoom I can take.
Go for it.
That's full.
Copy.
Okay, Gus, that's how the pancreas is, suggesting that purplish pigment looks like it might feed on
It's
jellyfish,
getting
maybe
further
like
away.
that Purphalopsis we
copy.
just saw. The dark pigment
Copy.
hanging around in the gutter.
Can you let me know when you're ready? We'll move on.
Huh? I think that looks good to me.
That's
All right,
pretty
come
good.
that way.
Okay.
Different angles there. Thank you.
Thank you. We can move on. Thank you.
Full. Ed.
What are we doing on time? Levi?
At 28, you guys got to leave.
Nice video.
So that's
5
4.5 minutes left.
There's
Next depth is 700, so you have to
Let's
go
get this
up.
guy right here.
Let's see.
Come on in. He's a little high. Hold on. Hold that. All right.
Okay, so we're
I don't
zooming
think
in on
that's-
some kind of chain-like structure,
He's out of the light. All right, come on out.
and I think we're passing it by because it's
All right, we got a lot
Not-
of stuff here.
Yep,
Yeah.
I see.
All right, can you bring my
Centers.
upper lights in just a little bit, Andy? Yep. There's a big spot in there. All right, let's get something in the light here. Let's do this white guy here in the center. Hold that.
Holding.
All right, come on in.
okay. We're zooming in on a white, small granular white structure.
Tiny. Stand by.
It's a bit of marine stone.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
okay,
come on
let's
out.
move on.
Come wide.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's any better. Pushing ahead a little bit.
To Amanda and everybody on shore, just let me know if you see something, and we can stop and focus.
Yeah, let's get this guy up here.
Okay.
Go ahead in.
Look for
on the guy on
large,
the left.
transparent
Right
animals because they're the things we know the least about.
We're
and,
zooming in on a
are the ones we can get
Yeah.
the best data for
Okay,
with
we're-
this particular survey
Alright.
setup.
great. We're zooming in on this purple.
Taking more zoom.
Is this a good speed, Josh? Or do you
is
want
it
to
a
go
fish
point
or
one
is it a?
You might want to go a little slower. You might want to go to 0.1.
That looks
Pretty
like
driving out.
larval fish, maybe?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can we slow that move down to decimal 1?
Is that enough?
Possible to get any
That's
closer.
full zoom.
Great.
We're backing up a
Thank you,
little
Bridge.
bit.
Hey, let's let it go.
Okay.
Roger.
Come wide. Okay, I
No
gotta turn
gas?
around.
Oh, got that.
All right, let's turn the uppers to face the other way
It
and
looks like
still
it
them.
certainly looks like a larval fish that maybe
Everything
saw.
else, Bridge?
Go ahead, Bridge.
We've
On it.
initiated the 0.1 knot speed change.
Is it
Thank you,
fair?
Bridge.
Yep.
I got the ship going 0.1 now.
Thank you
Pilots.
for that.
Yep.
Got 1.5 minutes
All
until.
right, let's
Be
get
something
this guy
done there.
here.
Yep.
Okay, we're
Go
coming
for it.
up on a. Okay, maybe not.
All right, let it go.
Yeah.
Come wide.
We call Marine snot. So there's quite a lot
Yeah.
out here.
Ooh, there's something in the top center.
Yeah, go for
There's
it.
something swimming in the middle there. Yeah, translucent. With the.
Oh, it's a little
So
jelly. Come on in.
It's not.
Ah,
Great. And a little Medusa.
sort of a Colobanema like jellyfish.
Yes. Going 0.1
Yeah.
co-pilot.
It's gonna take a while to.
Oh, neat. So for those of us, those of who are
You're
turned
getting
in,
close,
this
too
is the
close.
Okeanos Explorer. We're
Too
currently
close.
engaged in a live stream Midwater transect. This is the area of the
Yeah,
ocean
they're gonna-
where
it's gonna get
animals
blown
swim
away.
freely in a three-dimensional watery space. We just
Yeah, I
zoomed
like it.
in on a small jellyfish.
Oh, and that nice.
Yeah, 0.2 is too fast.
Yeah, I think the 0.1 is going to do us good.
All right,
What's
let's
that?
get this guy.
Yeah,
Go
I was going
ahead.
to say the. Ooh,
It's right in on us.
Yeah. It's too close. I can't focus on it.
Yeah, come out.
okay, we're
Oh, there it is.
the jellyfish
Maybe a
got away from
tiny-
us, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let it go. Yeah, the thing is, we're pretty much done at this point.
Okay, pilots, that's it. Time to come up. 10 meters a minute. Next stop,
there's that-
700.
Stand by.
Oh, okay.
Let me pull out.
Some shimmering swimming things coming up.
All right, that's the end of this transect. We're
Okay.
going to start ascending to the next level.
All right, that was the end of this transect. We're ascending to the
Yeah,
next
we
level.
full wide.
Yep, you are.
All right, thank you
All
very
right, let's
much.
speed up to 0.2.
Speeds up to 0.2.
Let's speed up to 0.2 now.
Bridge, RV nav.
700.
Go ahead, RV now.
Yeah, I'd like actually to speed that move back up
All right,
to
can you
0.2
tilt your
knots.
camera to
Wasn't
45 and follow
Too
me?
much biomass down here. I think there are two things that are possible. One is that we are kind of just below the layer of this dense layer. But the other thing that could have happened is that what's living down at the bottom here are mostly fish, which is often the case. A lot of times the larger fish will live at the very lower end of these layers, and they spend their time looking up so they can see the prey that's above them. They'll kind of create a shadow from the downwelling light, and these fish will just kind of hover below the other animals and come
wow.
feed on them.
What's this?
The thing with the fish is that they are pretty good swimmers
Yeah,
compared
ready
to the
to ascend?
plankton, and so this ROV, which is really big and makes noise and has a lot of light, often scares away the fish. So we sometimes see the layer clear out around the ROV and the backscatter data.
That's correct. So that angle good, or it's 32 degrees? I mean, if I come up, that's... Yeah, gotta slow down. I'll let you get ahead of me a little bit.
Yeah, 700 meters depth. Next stop. All aboard the Blue Water Express.
Was that just a Pheronema?
Pushing ahead. Speeding up.
So the idea as we move between each of these transect depths is to have the camera facing right into the stream of particles that are coming by and kind of maintaining a constant field. That way, everything that comes by, in theory, should at some point be in focus as it comes by, so that we can later go back through this footage and identify as much as possible from it.
You guys want me to slow down to 0.1 once you approach 700?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you deploy my starboard swing arm a little bit?
Video footage. I'll add a comment.
Yeah, make sure it's outboard and then
backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, over and over, stopping on frame, and it takes 3 days to analyze one dive, probably.
I think it might be all the way outboard. There you go. That's better. Yeah, that's good.
That's what I was thinking.
So the mains are the two light pools to the upper left and upper right, and then the upper swing arms is the light pool in the center. So if you kill the ones on the left and right, it's going to be dark on those sides.
I don't know if anyone's looking at the Sirius cam, but we're seeing some fish scooting away from the ROV. Just supporting
I mean, we can try if you want to turn them off for me.
There were fish at 900 meters. We just weren't seeing them.
They were all hanging out.
There's a fish in the camera there.
All fish in the cam. That's nice.
Unless I gain up, that's full iris.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Up, up. Yeah, I don't think you need
ominous.
To tilt them down very much.
If I add some gain, it looks like that.
So as we move up to 700 meters for our next transect, on Friday, we were about 220 kilometers from where we are now.
Let's bring the
and we saw a lot of larvation houses, which are mucus net houses that are built almost daily by small tadpole-like organisms that build a mucus net and pump water through it.
Can we add 100 meters to that move?
We saw some Narcomedusa. Narcomedusae that we saw, a lot of it, a few of them could have been Bathycorda, which is a relatively newly identified genus, which is a really interesting jelly with 4 tentacles that
So we're going to
extend
700?
Above its bell rather than below the bell,
700.
which is more typical. We can see those a lot here. And they're meant to attack some prey upstream from the jelly and kind of surprise them. They also are predators of other jellyfish as well.
RV nav, bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
830 meters.
Initiated 100 extra meters,
700.
bearing 270 at decimal 2 knots.
Move initiated. Good copy. Thanks, Bridge.
Yep.
Might just be me, but it looks like there's more particles in the water.
Sorry, Pilot, I was off for a minute. Were we close to the transect point yet?
No, we still have 120.
We're now at 823, 822 meters on our way to 700.
$31 degrees.
It's pretty close to freezing.
I could probably go up a little bit more. That's 33, so that's basically. Alright. Zoom in a little video. The thing is, we lose a lot. That's the only downside. I mean, if you turn off the mains now, Andy, that would get rid of the glare. But again, you lose a lot of the field of view.
Can't bring swing arms in, lowers in, or that's probably too low, huh?
I mean, we can bring those in for sure if Andy uses the other camera to make sure we don't hit anything. But
yeah, because right now you're looking up, and I think lowers are going to illuminate.
Nice Larvasian house.
All right, let's zoom out here.
No, the larvation house just there in the main screen that just center and low comes through.
It's just like
that's another one.
It's a smaller window, I think.
Bring the lowers in.
Did we saw a lot of larvations?
We did, and I think we saw sort of almost an aggregation of them. We kept running into them often.
What if you just stowed your lowers?
Depth level.
All the way outboard, all the way stowed.
Yeah, you could try that.
So they're going straight forward, right? And they're up. And they're up.
Well, stow them. That's easy enough. We lost our real cam.
Or it's too dark for it.
No. It's gone.
Starboard row cam. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but getting a lot of glare off that.
Well, tilt it in a little bit. I mean, rotate it inboard.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There we go. That's nice.
Next question.
Oh yeah, that's way too inboard. Keep going. Alright, I think the tether. Can you look down at the bottom of it with the yeah, zoom in. Tilt up a little bit. Well, we caught the tether in our brow when I came around, and he was deploying the swing arms, and that swing arm caught the tether. So I'm wondering if the collar got rotated. So that's what I suspect happened. Alright, well, that's adding a ton of glare. You can try it. Just keep an eye on it because we don't know where it's going to be.
Just kill your lower string arms. I think you're providing a lot of your light right now, though.
Is it possible to change the E3 to just the EK60 for the quad screen? Thank you.
You probably go back to the original.
Spinning out,
original light setup, maybe. I don't know.
like look at the lowest screen.
Oh, okay, so it is.
Alright, yeah.
Right, go ahead.
But yeah,
zoom in,
I mean at 900.
I mean, that's not going to change. That's going to be the same because we're looking at the same light pool. So.
So people from Shoreside are saying that they liked the light from the first transect. It gave them a better ability to see small things. I know you guys are working out some issues, so if you can, yeah. Oh no, that's fine, yeah. So shoreside, just so that you know, the pilots are also experimenting with lights to try and get better results. So.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be a bit tricky.
Pilots also report they're now looking up more. So. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Why
So.
don't you talk on OKEX and explain that?
Yeah, this is Dan Rogers, ROV dive supervisor of this cruise. So right now what we're doing is we're ascending through the water column, and we're in a little bit of a different configuration than where we were at during the first transect at 900 meters. At 900 meters we were at a constant depth facing forward into what's our normal light pool. But as we ascend, we are now orienting the camera upward to try to face into the particle stream as we move forward and up. So we're experimenting with different camera configurations and lighting configurations to try to maximize this perspective on our way up through the water column. So, we were just working on reducing the glare that we had at the beginning of this ascent. But we need feedback from shore if possible to see what works the best for the scientists getting the data. Bridge, RV nav.
Go ahead,
Well, thank you.
Yeah, can we slow down to point
Steve, I
one
don't know
again?
if you want to comment on that, because this design was kind of based on your input, and I don't have experience with doing surveys this way, so I'm not sure.
Thank you, Bridge. How much left do you have in the
how
move?
you were envisioning.
41 meters.
Okay, we're going to be doing this for a while, actually, so could we add
Are we doing
500
beam slightly
meters to
here?
this?
500.
Yeah, so what we've done is we've tilted the camera all the way up, and what happens is we end up catching the top brow and the light bar of D2, and so we're zooming past that. And we also turned off our main lights because they were providing a lot of glare. So right now, you're seeing it in one configuration. On the next descent, we can certainly show you what it looks like with a full wide camera and with all the lights on.
Okay. RV nav, bridge.
So
Good, Rich.
shoreside.
We move
Do you still have
500
the?
meters, 270.
Do you have all the data that you need? The screen, the quad screen.
1 knot.
It's a good copy. Thank you, Bridge.
Yep.
Okay, Pots, I got us going point one in anticipation for
Amanda?
this next transect.
If we have all the data on the quad screen?
Did you?
I didn't understand. We're
Sorry,
looking at the full screen EK60 now on the third
the
feed.
multi-beam. Yeah. Did you need? Did you need the multi-beam or the multi-view? I'm sorry, the quad screen for the multi-view to see the data.
I prefer to just keep it on the EK60 so that we can monitor what's going on with the
They just want to
layers
keep it on the AK-60.
of contact,
All right, let's get the lights ready to go.
which is what is on right now, which is great. It's really hard to see it if it's on the quad screen because it's
Yeah, okay.
so small, and we don't really need the other screen.
Well, I want the middle ones pointed up, and my main's back on.
Well, I would say from my perspective, the light looks a lot better
That
with
lighting's good.
some zoom as opposed to when we were completely zoomed out and getting that really bad glare. So I certainly feel like I'm seeing more organisms and getting a nicer
All
view
right, you
here.
guys want to call this the start of the 700?
We just push out here, and then let's do that.
So just so shoreside knows, we are now at our 700 meter depth, and so what you're going to be seeing momentarily is our normal configuration at a constant depth with normal
Okay, come
camera
on in,
and lighting.
Dave.
This marks the start of the 700 meter
Right,
trend.
come on in, video.
No, and we're starting in 10 minutes.
Okay.
That was Bargamania, Python Express Chronicle.
Okay, we're starting the transect.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So
Coming in
there's a
first.
fish on view.
Sawtooth eel.
Right, coming in. That's full zoom.
This was the same animal, I think, or similar to the animal you saw the other day.
It's coming at me, or
Roger.
This does look similar to what we saw on Friday.
Yes, this is Terravoma, the sawtooth eel.
Okay.
oh, you got to
Is
do
that
a
enough?
little
Oh.
bit of both.
A little bit of interesting tail
It
action
might be
going
a
on there.
different species.
Try to
though,
direct me,
because,
but don't let me.
the other day
go
it
too
seemed
far out
darker,
of view.
like a grayer skin, and the beak wasn't quite as curved up like this. This is the guy we get off Japan.
So follow me down.
Wow. Are you guys good with this?
Just get the head. Come on in.
Roger.
Yep.
Okay. When you guys are done, we're good to go.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's let it go. All right. Copy.
Great. Thank you. That was
Thank
great.
you.
What's current at this depth?
This behavior of
700
orienting upward
meters.
like that is fairly common with some
get
of
this guy
the
here.
deeper living fish out here.
1 meters
That's because
per
there's
second.
just enough light coming down from above that things still have shadows.
It's too late.
So
Gotta go.
if you look up, you might be able to find your prey. If you look down, you're staring into the darkness of the deep sea. What was that?
I don't know. That project wasn't really
There's a jelly right up in front of us.
Josh, I got about 0.1 meters per second, so about 0.2
Oh, excuse
knots
me.
probably.
There's a Larvacean house.
Yeah.
What's that, Levi?
About
Yep.
0.2
It's
knots.
like a Larvacean house.
Combined?
No,
So
I
this
think with
is
the
a
ship moving, you're going
mucus
0.3.
Yeah,
House
you need
trap.
to slow us down. This is
Yep.
way too fast.
Okay. I guess we're passing that.
Like, I need 0.1, because right now I'm
Bridge, are we now?
way behind. I gotta push ahead here. I'm getting too far behind.
Yeah, can we hold the current position?
You want to hold position?
Yeah.
Stand by.
Oh, shrimp.
I'm gonna have to push by some stuff here.
Okay, so
You're seeing a lot of protists around. Single-celled animals, skeletons made of glass.
RV Nav Bridge, we are in auto position.
Out of position 9. Thanks, Bridge.
Do you want
Okay,
us to
so
try
we
and
got the
get a
ship
zoom on
stopped.
some
We're
of
only
those,
going
Dougal, or?
0.1.
Okay, let's get this fish here.
fish coming up in view.
Yes, you see the guys with the, they look like they've got
go ahead.
4 arms coming out of them. There was a colony just before where there were 2 4-armed protists joined together. There's a stenoptic.
Coming tight.
Got a bit more.
Hatchet fish in here.
I love that name, Sternoptics. Oh, this is the book from the Abyss.
All right,
Yeah.
we
Or
gotta let it
the
go.
Fish from the Abyss book.
Coming away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Josh, how you doing? You want me to bring the ship the other way to slow this current down relative to you?
coming
Or?
up on a
What
little
are we seeing as a
crustacean, I
relative
think.
current right now?
In the upper. Oh,
It's hard to read this graph, but
Scooted away from us, and then a Ketig gnat that just went out of view in the upper left. Ketig gnat or arrow
Okay.
worm.
Let's get this as we come by.
Roger.
yeah, if we could.
I'd say
We're focusing on
0.3
whatever this is.
knots. But let's see, actually, I don't see my percent good. It's hard to say.
Wow.
Well, what's your best guess on what we're seeing for current facing east?
This is
moving
like-
facing west.
Yes.
I'd say
Wow.
0.3.
Comb jelly. That's a gorgeous one.
Looks like
Yeah, it's gonna be too fast.
Do you want me to
Elasticalis,
tilt down?
maybe.
Never mind.
What's it called?
We
It's
are
a good
holding
look.
position.
No, it's not.
That's
It's-
below me.
Oh, intacta.
Intacta?
It looks like it might be
Yeah,
what we've been
yeah.
calling intacta because we can never catch it intact. It's like 99% water.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna
That's
power it around
fantastic.
and-
Bridge, are we now?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'd
that's
like to
right.
move if you're ready.
That's incredible.
It looks like it's got no
200
oracles there.
meters.
We want to be doubly certain that it
Bearing
doesn't.
090, speed decimal 1.
The orange structure there, Dougal?
Where the comb rows are meeting the place where the loads
Is that
are
correct?
coming out of the body.
I'm gonna back away from it. Tara.
All
We
right.
have
They
to
want
check
to
if
zoom into
there
the
are. It
orifice
looks like
there.
there's
Yeah,
no
that's-
oracles at
It's
all.
okay. No
I
worries.
get to it.
This is
Coming
a undescribed. Oh wow! Look at the orange around the comb rows there. Oh, this is great
You
stuff,
moving the
guys.
ship back?
Yeah.
So, did
That
you
is
guys want to see? Okay, we're moving on, I guess.
I can. I'm way behind Serial.
Okay, that's
Try and
fine.
run into it, like
Yeah.
Good copy, Bridge. Thanks.
camera through it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're moving on
That
now.
was great.
Okay.
Might be in your
I gotta
order,
push ahead here.
depending on whether we
Yeah.
want to call low bait things that have oracles, which is what the present definition is.
Okay. No, that's fine. So for those of us who are watching, this is Okeanos Explorer. We're currently exploring midwater habitats. And we're seeing some fantastic gelatinous animals and other things living in the three-dimensional watery space in the Johnson Atoll region. Here's we just saw a real breathtaking comb jelly. And now we're seeing some jellies and other things. Looks like some jellies coming up here.
Let's get this guy.
Roger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be salps here.
Partial.
Yep.
Salpotronic.
A little further.
Yeah.
I have a bit more zoom.
So transparent.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. Thank you.
Salt chain.
Bridge RV nav.
Go ahead, RV.
Yeah, can we speed that up to 0.2, please?
Yeah, copy. Stand by.
Yeah, let's get this. Come on in.
We're zooming in on something.
Collaboration house, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Open that bridge. Speed
it's
has been increased to decimal 2.
Good guy. Thanks, Bridge.
I don't know.
You guys got 3 minutes
Another
left.
Tina here.
Was that a Tina
So we
four?
gotta start coming back up.
Probate.
Let's get this guy. Can't get to him. All right.
Looks like a baby Bathysaroi, perhaps. At least an undescribed species of Bathysaroi, I'd say. Have to check the tentacle bulbs to see whether they're positioned at the top of the stomach or the bottom, to be sure. Wasn't able to actually see that very well.
Yeah.
Fish center.
The siphonophore up to the left of the screen.
Let's get this guy. Come on in.
Okay, we're zooming in on the center Larvasian house.
Oh,
Down at the bottom.
Okay,
bristle
there we go.
mouth, maybe.
And the bristle mouth.
Get
The
the
fish. Yes, thank you.
Oh, look at that.
That's not a bristle mouth.
It's not a bristle mouth.
No.
But I'll zoom and see what I can get.
Dorsal and anal fins on the bristle mouth are pretty much symmetric.
Zooming a bit further.
Alright, let go.
Okay, full light.
Seems to be unaffected by the ROV.
Let's get this guy.
We're zooming in on, I think, a Narcomedusa.
Let's get a snap.
Partial.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's right on the left.
Alright, let go.
Here you go, Dougal, one of those four-arm protos.
Alright, it's a little better, Levi.
Nice.
I got him going 0.2 the other way, so
Something top
that's a
center.
0.3 net change from what you were at.
Much better.
Really small.
So I think it was ripping at you like 0.4 then, probably, or more, right?
Yeah, it was.
Because it's still coming at you, and we're going 0.3 back, essentially.
Yeah, it was really fast.
Okay.
Like, to stop to look at something, I had like 3 seconds, and then I was behind Sirius.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. How much time do we have left?
About 45 seconds.
Alright.
Did someone just ask for me?
Nope, we just mentioned that we saw a
So yeah,
small
it's time
shrimp.
for you guys to
Okay.
get set up to go up. Next stop is 550 meters, guys.
So time to come up?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the end of the transect, Chris.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That's the end of the transect.
Okay. Shoreside, we're at the end of the transect.
So,
All right, thank
what's
you.
our next step?
550
Our
meters.
next transect
Alright, let's
step
try to
will be
get-
550
So that when we get there, let's have a plan so that we have the currents the right
So
way.
I'm going to
Yeah, I
hand
think
over
judging by
science to
the 38.
Chris while I go
Let's
get
do a
dinner.
snap on this.
Enjoy dinner. Thank you so much, Chris.
So Chris left and then Chris entered.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Sorry, Josh hadn't quite actually sat in the chair.
Yeah,
He's
hi guys. We
coming
sort
back.
of change off on duties here, so we had to get the lab ready and get some other things ready to go, and so we're just switching places. What do we got here?
Can we?
Hey, what's that? Zoom in on that. Oh, it's a fish.
Yeah, larval fish, larval flatfish,
It's
maybe?
a big fish.
Got lasers on?
No, you put lasers on co-pilot. This is screwing up. Yeah.
That's
It's going
great.
away
That
from you.
is gorgeous.
Lasers went off. They came on and went off.
No, they hit your skid.
That's
Hit
good.
the drawer.
Wow.
Underneath me. All right.
That was nice.
All right. Let's come up. So we're going to 550.
Yeah, 550.
All right. Leave them on.
Camera's full line.
Copy.
Can we get the bottom depth right now?
What's the bottom depth, Levi?
2,000 meters depth. You can relay that to OKEX.
2,000 meters depth. I just got word from the navigator.
2,080 technically.
Thank you.
2,080 to be exact.
How are we doing on your schedule, Levi?
We're within a minute. And I have 5 bonus minutes.
Okay.
I think we just burned 2 of them right there, though, with that fish.
Okay.
So, yeah, now we're down to 3.
Is it possible to zoom a bit with the camera again so we can
Yeah.
avoid some of the glare?
Come in a bit on the camera.
Do we want it
Are you
zoomed or
copying that,
tilted down?
pilot?
Come in.
Or video? Yeah, they're requesting if you could zoom a little bit to try to get rid of that glare a little bit.
Let's kill the mains.
Is that better, Amanda?
Yeah, that looks better. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, it's... You see me right there.
Does the speed feel good to you guys? As far as...
Are we heading through the water now?
Well, the current's been about the same from... Well, now it's the same from 750 to like 500 eastbound. I still have the ship going 0.2.
So they want us to be going through the water as we ascend.
Yeah, so, I mean, you should still be going through the water because you got...
And what we were doing yesterday was moving during the ascent, moving 0.2, and then dropping down to 0.1 just before we get into...
So that's what the ship was doing, but I don't know what the current was doing at that time, but yeah.
So while we're transiting, we want the particles to be coming into the camera as much as possible. So we need to go faster than what we're doing during the transect.
Okay, so I can just hold position and have everything.
You can hold
fly
position.
through.
I don't know. I can't
I
look
got
at the
swing.
ADCP right now and tell you what to do. So you got to figure that out. And then once we get to the target depth,
Bridge over now.
All right,
This
we're
is British,
passing
right?
665
Yeah, can you
meters.
slow down to 0.1?
0.1 coming up.
Thanks.
so once we get to the target depth,
Thanks for the update.
then we need to slow down so that it's maybe 0.1 coming at me.
Yep.
Because you saw what happened.
Yeah, the current,
And it's just
The
there's
current's,
nothing I can do. I
increased.
spend 2 seconds looking at something and I'm behind Sirius. So
Yep.
RV nav bridge speed change to 0.1 knots.
Good copy. Thanks, Bridge.
Okay. Right, so I can call out the CTD information periodically for them, and I've got that right in front of me. So just a little update on oxygen here, if I'm reading this graph correctly. So we have dipped below 1 milligram per milliliter, or 1 milliliter per liter, it looks like, and looks like it's about 0.8, 0.85 on the graph. So we're very close to the minimum again, as you expect, given our depth. We're at 640 meters.
Yeah, it's in the nav data stream. It's saying around 1.67 milligrams per liter.
Yeah, that looks fine. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at the graph, and then I look across on a table in the CTD, and it's giving values of percent saturation. So it's a little bit different value. I don't know how to interpret the percent saturation.
Chris, if we can change that for
Yeah,
next time.
everyone uses a different unit for oxygen.
Just let us know.
That's very confusing.
Yeah, thanks, Pilot. Sure. A couple other things here in case, I think you're seeing all of this, but just to make sure our temperature is at 6.57. And are you seeing this, Amanda, all of these values that you're interested in, 34.47 for salinity?
Yeah. So I have there's the nav data chat room.
Got it.
It's out all these things every few seconds. So I've been toggling to that.
Yep. And
okay.
If you look at the CTD traces from Dive 2 on Friday, where we did a midwater exploration as well, and the temperature is about the same at the depth that we're at right now, and one of these seems to be about the same, and oxygen seems to be very close. Yeah, so these the conditions for temperature, salinity, and oxygen seem to be really consistent with what we saw on Friday as well. Just about 220 kilometers from here.
Yeah, they look pretty similar. Yeah, exactly.
So if I tip one of my lights down a little bit.
Chris?
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
One.
When we were choosing the sites for these, we don't have the same sort of linking to features that are on the seafloor. It doesn't so much matter for the pelagic work whether we're near Seamount or not. We're really interested in what the environmental characteristics are of the water column, and particularly interested in making comparisons across different gradients. So when we were discussing where to do these dives, we decided to basically try and spread them out as much as possible throughout our operating area. So the dive that we did on Friday was up in the northern part of the Johnson Atoll unit. Now we're pretty central. The next one will be down towards the southern part, and then I believe we have one more schedule that's kind of out in the western part.
Constant east, there's one blip.
Try and hit as many,
basically zero north to south, and then there's one blip that pushes you south at like
potentially different environmental features. And if we kind of zoom out of just this expedition and the work that we've been doing over the Capstone expedition, we've covered a lot of the Central Pacific during this field season. So, the last cruise we were down American Samoa.
So I got 0.4 knots at about 550 meters. I'm going to move the ship 0.3. That should give you 0.1.
Environmental characteristics.
That sound good? Or at least that's what my instruments will tell me. But
minima.
Yeah, we can try that, and then we can adjust it.
Somewhat over the course of
It's
that.
better if
So
it's
we
a
go
little
back to
slow,
these
and then we can speed
really
it up.
annotate them
Like
in
if
depth,
the current's
we can
coming
look
at
at
me a little slow, and then we speed it
how
up.
the
It's better than
organisms that are
Going too
present
fast.
in these different
Too fast,
areas
'cause then
might
I
be
fly by
responding
stuff
to those
and just-
different environmental
Yeah.
features
Like,
that
oh,
we've
that-
seen
oh,
them at
oh.
different depths. Are we
Yep.
losing certain
I agree.
animals when, oxygen
You guys are stopping
concentrations
at
are high enough,
550
things
meters.
like that.
Copy.
Do some more detailed analysis and post-processing of these videos.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that by the next cruise and the end of Capstone, we're going to have a pretty decent set of data, both on the benthos as well as up here in the water column across the Pacific. I think there's something interesting. It'll be coming up to your lower left. Looks like it's some type of fish or ketone.
We're still moving up to the next layer where we
Yeah.
don't change
Got it. Sorry.
angles
Sorry.
during the ascent portion.
We're still moving up. Sorry, so we couldn't take a look at that, but that was something interesting.
Yeah, my best
See, the
guess,
problem with this
what
is
Dougal said as
the
well,
lights
that we think that was
are out
another Ceravomer.
So as we see stuff, it just
Oh, the eel. That's right. Okay.
disappears.
Yeah, it passes through the light pool. Passes through the light pool.
That very vertical orientation and these quite characteristic. They seem to be pretty common. We saw quite a few of these on the last expedition as well.
Why do we have one lower light bar up and one down?
Because the stuff is coming into the light, the lowers, because the one
Right,
in the
thinks we can't see
port
'em.
side we have tilted in, so we're filling in some of the
But
light.
just stay still.
The
They'll
one
never
on the
notice
left
me.
is rotated, so we can't. It's too far inboard, and the arm's blocking it anyway. So we're just getting glare from that when we do the same thing.
Watching the EK60 on
I just saw one of them partially deployed,
trace
one
of the
weren't.
ROV moving up in the water column now, moving up into an area of more dense backscatter here. So getting close as we come up to the layer.
And they better not move this evening either. They better just stay put and give us a chance here.
Very good at making scattering layers. Good at chasing away these guys.
So we're almost there if you want to start.
I got you.
Ready.
Good.
Yeah, we can start that. We're like a minute away.
So far, there's not been there's been some avoidance
driving
that we
now?
can see, but not as much as we see on some of these dives.
Oh, Mandy, you just jinxed it.
Yeah, I'd like a ship move if you're ready.
We've got 120 meters left in this one.
Okay, you're going to point 2 right now.
Take it back. Take it back. There's been tons of avoidance so far.
Point 1.
Okay, let's speed that up to point 3, and then you can tack on another 100 meters to it
Right there, see, they're hanging in.
Yeah.
at 090.
That was a shrimp, I guess? Yeah.
It is. Oh my, great.
And, okay, so you want another 100 meters on that?
Yep.
Okay, so point 3. 200 meters.
Rolling this current down here.
090. Okay, 200 meters, 090. Point 3.
Good job. Thanks, Bridge. So rolling, there's about 0.4 knots of current down here. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So to him, he's going to have 0.1. If that makes sense. At least that's what the ADCP shows, so we'll see what happens.
The bridge has their mic
We're
open.
563 meters on our way to 550. Our temperature's been increasing. We're now at about 7.16 Celsius. Related to the benthic exploration, we're at 2.0. So we're moving up, and this still seems to be consistent with the CCD trace we had at the other site.
Video, watch lead. So I'm expecting them to ask about zooming a little bit, but I don't know if there's I haven't been watching earlier, so I don't know if there's a reason for having it at this particular focus range.
Let's come full wide.
Got it, roger that, thank you.
Camera's full wide.
So ideally we would maintain the same focus range throughout so that we were surveying kind of a comparable volume.
Mark this as the start of the transect.
Because we're still kind of experimenting with a new sort of
This marks the beginning of the 550 meter transect.
And focal range to try and make sure we're just getting the best images.
Okay, so we've started the 550 transect, just to let you know.
All right.
Is she coming
we're
at
at
me or away from me?
550 meters.
Go ahead and straight down.
Right off the bat with a great Sonic.
Is she coming at me or away from me, Roland? Come full wide. Do you hear me, Roland?
The Galma. Google typed in. That's beautiful.
Alright, come on in. I can't hear you, Andy.
Mic's open.
All fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of my
Heading
light.
down.
Come wide.
Full wide.
Fish.
Jelly, top left.
Josh, do you feel as if the water's going by you fast again?
Yeah, it's a little fast.
Do you want me to? I can speed the ship up, or we could
Jelly.
let this. I think
Yeah,
it's been going point 0.3, 0.4.
and away he goes.
It's going invisible.
Yep.
Feel fast?
Yep. That was the.
Yeah.
Okay. Bridge, are we now?
This is bridge, but
Yeah, can we speed that move up to 0.4 knots?
0.4 coming up.
Thanks, Bridge.
Another jelly, top right.
So, as one Chris leaves, another re-enters. You have me back.
Goodbye, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Ooh, a little narco medusa.
Another small jelly here. Looks like it could be Solmissus. Nope. Yep.
Nope, got two tentacles, right?
Nope, different. Sorry, a different Narcomedusa
Going away.
here.
Okay.
Yep.
Hold
Google
it
is
for a
typing
second
in
longer.
Salmonella.
ROV nav bridge, speed
Hey, good,
increased
let go.
to 0.4
Thank you.
knots.
Thanks, Bridge.
Full wide.
Yeah.
Nice. GG's on that one. That's great. Salmonella.
I gotta push ahead.
Coming up on a fish.
I gotta push ahead, Chris.
Oh, push ahead. I used to do a
Yeah.
fish.
No.
Yeah, we're pushing. We're moving on.
I have to reposition myself.
Okay, the ROV is being repositioned.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, I got the ship going 0.4
Yeah,
now.
just a
pilot.
reminder that as we're doing the actual transects where we're
That's right.
staying at one depth,
That's right.
the goal is not so much to cover a lot of ground necessarily,
Go for the
but to get
fish.
some really good imagery of the organisms that we do see.
Okay. Here's something
That's what identifying the animals.
in the water column
There's
standing horizontally, or
another cerebromer.
vertically rather. Oh, another snake eel, or
Snipe.
The cerebromer
Okay.
sawtooth eel.
yes, thank you.
Maxon.
Cerevomer, that's the genus, right?
Is it coming at me or away from me?
It's stable. Now it's slowly coming at you.
Yeah.
Still very slowly
We've
coming at
seen
you.
quite a few of these, unless Tracy or someone just
It's
they want
Maxon.
to
Let's let him go.
Okay, we can go.
move on.
Jelly right.
Jelly.
We're good.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's look at the jelly
Well, jelly
Jelly's
posted
right.
on there.
Going for the jelly.
on the right. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead in.
Medusa.
Lopopod.
Hey, go for him, Merlin.
You say wide?
I said go for him.
Okay.
Wow.
Busy.
Going away?
He's moving too fast for me
Yeah, I
to
think it's pulling away
keep
from
the
us.
focus. He's getting
Come out a little bit.
close to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, pilot.
Okay, he's right in on me.
And some. Oh, what's this?
Let's get this guy.
Snap on.
Oh, salp.
As you said, it's to be some stealth. Nicely lined up. Pumping away.
Oh, wow, look at the chambers. They're all pulsing.
He's out.
That's
It's max
beautiful.
tilt.
That's a great shot.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Does that feel a little better, pilot, as far as speed?
Yeah,
or do you
it's
still,
much better.
do you still feel fast?
On
Or
a regular
not?
No, it's
survey
much
on the
better.
continental shelf, we typically don't get to have the chains
Let's get the
preserved
shrimp.
as they come
Okay,
up to net.
zooming on a shrimp.
Great. Yep, and Don Kobayashi writes in about the ability of South to pump in clear water is astonishing. They can
Cool.
absolutely filter a lot of water. Very efficient. Shrimp here? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the
Full
back
line.
stroke.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, good on that.
Looks like you're
Yeah,
off
got me.
right.
Alright, let's get this jelly here.
Yeah,
Come
that
on in.
jelly with the long arms on the right there. Oh, this is weird looking.
Protus. Yep. We've seen a bunch of these Protus.
So, what is this?
It's the first time I've seen this guy.
This is a
Maxim.
very small Protus.
That's a Protus?
Glass.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Copy.
Drifting away from you.
And it's made of glass, you said?
Max soon.
Yep.
Two going
Yeah,
away.
let's let him go.
Wow.
That's a Coelodendrid theodarian.
A Theodarian?
Hope that clears much up, I'm sure.
Wow.
Yes, it's got a skeleton made of glass. These are the guys that Haeckel did lots of beautiful drawings about, and nobody believed him.
And that's a single
How
celled
big
animal?
are they, do you know?
Alright, I'm just repositioning here, Chris.
Okay, thank you.
Size on that, dude.
ROV pilots are repositioning.
Depending on, in the Antarctic,
What do we
they can
got,
be
a
up
minute
to like
left?
a centimeter or more in diameter, and
I started you at
the length
16,
of
so
the
26.
full projection can be 5-6 centimeters or
Fish.
so.
Yep, let's get him.
Not quite sure how big they are up here in oligotrophic, tropical or subtropical
Okay,
water.
zooming in on a fish.
It's really hard to get an idea of scale with video.
Right.
That's like a pony.
Is that how you're late?
Yeah, he's out. Let's let him go. It's jelly out there.
He's low.
Yeah, he's too low. Alright, let's let him go. Alright. Let's see. Let's get this guy here. Larvation house, maybe.
So Google those Protus. Do you ever see them with mini arms? Mini arms, like small tentacles, really
He's
thin and
home.
fine. That's a larvation house. Here.
It's going away.
The ones with
Go on to
lots
something
and
else.
lots of
Right,
very,
okay.
very small
So I
and
think the current's
flexible
going,
arms, they're actually the pseudopodia.
South to north.
And normally there's a brown shell in the middle of them
Pieces
all,
0
and that's
north,
the
south here.
foraminifera.
Jelly center.
Let's get
Lower.
the jelly.
If you get a
Zooming in on a
that
jelly.
has the spine goes straight through the middle of the body, and they're exactly opposite each other compared to the spherical part in the middle. That's an acantharian. It's a strontium sulfate skeleton.
Okay, so
And if you have them where the spines are like all over the place, not opposite each other, if they've got this little brown
Fish upper right.
mat, not quite in the middle of the
Get this,
animal, but slightly offset,
Large
So we're
fish.
zooming in on
called
this
a
worm-like
theodarian.
thing. I
And
think
anything
it's...
else is probably a radiolarian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Excellent.
Oh, wow. It's an eel.
Snipe eel swimming backwards.
Pilots, about
Alright.
30 seconds left.
So here's a snipe eel.
Snipe eel. Wow.
This time
Origin Eula, or
coming up
still
to
have a
500
Casino?
is your next stop. Just 50 meters.
Just give me the
Crazy. I know that. I don't.
time I'm at when I have to go.
Is it swimming
Okay,
backwards?
after this shot.
Origin Eula infants is what I'd call it. It's got those two black
You can call it, Josh.
stripes on the back half of its body.
Let's just snap in on the head.
Have a Casino infant.
I've
Accent.
seen that before, ever.
Fanning
That's
up.
great.
Wow.
Is he away from us? Is that
So
the
the
issue?
head is
Yeah,
farthest
his
away
head is
from us.
away.
Oh, I see.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, is he going away from us?
That's a male, isn't it? It's
he's
a long-
staying in
It's swimming away
focus.
from us, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like our noisy vehicle. All right, let's come west.
Thank you.
All right.
Good catch. What's that?
Yep.
That thing there?
All right, that's the end of the transect.
Oh, thank you. End of the transect. Moving on to the next, presumably.
You might as well leave it set up. It's only 50
Thank
meters
you.
up. But, oh, covered.
Should be heading up to 500.
Yeah.
Next stop, 500 meters, pilots.
There, do you go
Timer
this
start
is
coming
the
up. Once you're
transit where
ready.
you requested that
Okay.
we go slow. Is the
Yeah,
speed we've
you,
been going appropriate for you?
I got 10 million talks on here. Let me get a little bit ahead. Oh, let's see. Auto depth off.
If your silence says a yes.
Rising. Pushing ahead.
Yeah, the speed looks okay, but it looks like the lights
Start
are going
coming
off or
up. I'll
something. I can't
match.
really see very much.
Dave, what they've been doing is having their rotator up basically just so you can't see your light bar.
It looks
Roger that.
very dark.
Tilting up.
We're not really seeing the particles.
And then typically we would change the speed, but because we're only going up 50 meters, I'm going to keep the ship going this speed, I think.
It's getting better.
Okay.
It seems to be coming at you pretty good, actually.
So, for those of you who are watching on the on our live stream, this is Chris Ma from the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History, and we're currently running a midwater transect looking at animals which live in the three-dimensional watery space in the waters around Johnstone Atoll. We're currently at a depth of around. Well, I will get that for you as soon as I find out.
535
535 meters. Thank you.
It's one of those 300 numbers in front of you back there.
We're particularly interested in hitting 500 and 550 meters because when we looked at the CTD trace earlier, noted that there was an oxygen minimum in between those two depths. Right now our oxygen is about 1.026 milligrams per liter. You can see bouncing around a bit. So we're going to be, we had our survey at 500 meters and then the one at 550, which are right along what we call the oxycline, where the oxygen concentration is changing. And sometimes be areas of aggregations of animals. So thought it would be an interesting place to look and then have this nice slow transit in between to see if there's maybe a gap in the biodiversity or density of animals right at that minimum. Or sometimes you see more animals in the oxygen minimum because they can tolerate the low oxygen, but they just get really lazy. That's how they deal with it.
Sirius passing 500 meters. Roger that, D2517.
Want to maintain the 15-meter delta?
Maybe a little less. I'll just call it when I get there, and you can adjust up and down. It's not going to affect anything.
Okay.
As long as I stay where I'm supposed to be.
If it's possible to kind of aim the camera a little bit more upwards, so we're heading into the
Upwards gives you that.
If it would help, I could try to zoom past the lights.
Give that a try, yes.
5 meters.
Okay, we're approaching our transect target depth.
All right, we're approaching the transect target depth.
Okay.
All right. Let us know when
Gauge
we're
auto depth.
30. Make sure to mark it.
And bringing the camera
forward.
back down to level.
I'm up 12 meters. I have you.
Would it be possible to turn the lasers off?
Okay.
Lasers are on.
He said, could we turn them on or off?
They are on.
On, okay.
Off, please.
Oh, you want to turn
yeah,
the lasers off?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Lasers have been turned off.
I had it right.
I'm just trying to. I just misheard them. That's all.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You've got two Chris's here for a little while.
Yeah.
So.
If you say the wrong thing to the wrong one, we get it backwards.
We're having a Chris crisis.
I'm going to bring the
Crisis in Chris.
mains back on, which is, I think, what we want for lighting. Looks pretty good.
All right, I'm on the hunt.
All right, pilots ready to start?
Yeah.
Great. All right, Washley, this starts the 500-meter transect.
We are beginning the 500-meter transect.
Roger that. Thanks, Nav.
Okay, great.
Something
Right?
center.
Yep. Okay. Tilting up. Good to zoom. Tilting.
Oh,
So we're
tilting.
zooming in
Hold.
on.
There you go.
Siphonophore, I think.
Yeah, no, I was just commenting in the
Okay, so
annotations.
taking
You
more
guys
zoom.
saw Snipey while I was eating dinner.
Oh, yeah, that was
Darn
lovely.
it.
Yeah, no, it was really awesome.
Could you step out of the room again, Chris Kelly?
Oh, you're getting at me. This is like a joke. I get
No,
it.
no,
Okay.
she told me you were the jinx on sea stars. I'm going to be the jinx on fish.
Getting wider.
Yeah, okay, passing below us.
And zoom on that fish out there.
Looking at the fish. Wait for it. Okay, Tara.
Fish.
It's partial.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's silvery.
Tilting.
Is that what you think of this cyclothonia again? Is that
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, to zoom a little more.
Yeah, Tracy mentioned this in the chat room, and I'm certainly familiar with this. Cyclothonia, really hard to identify the species without actually having the specimen. I spent a lot of time during my PhD counting gill rakers and looking at jaws. And, of course, when you collect them in a net, they're really delicate, so they get all hanged up. So cyclothonia are the most abundant vertebrate on the planet. We took everything that has a backbone and then counted them up, so you would have more cyclothonia than anything else. And yet, few people know they exist.
Okay, some more
because
fish. Hang
they
on.
don't come up to the surface. You
Okay.
don't see them.
Partial zoom.
Zooming in.
Tilting up.
Okay,
Zoom
so-
some more, yeah. Tilting up.
Not having it.
What are these? Yeah, okay.
That's just waving in the breeze there.
Oh, I thought we were going to focus in on the little spheres, but I think they just got away from us.
I think Amanda mentioned the fish.
Okay, coming to center here. Just wait for it. Okay, we can zoom.
Okay, we're zooming in on something.
Tilting down. Hold that. Just gonna get away. Tilting.
Oh, there we go.
A Phaeodarian again.
Okay.
Okay. Zoom. Tilting up.
Those are fantastic.
Taking a little more zoom.
Just a smidge. Gets real twitchy at that zoom.
Understood.
But we got it.
Yes, you did.
Splendid.
Full way.
Okay. Oh, look there. There's one
nice
that's less
scope.
excited. Let's see if we can get that here. Let me center up.
Quite abundant right here.
Good to zoom.
Yep.
Not sure it's the same thing, though, is
Push. Hold that a second. I think it's outside
Oh,
the
it
light.
is, I guess.
Come wide again. Let me approach it.
Coming a whole foul.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's above our light. Sorry.
No worries.
There'll be another. Coming back to level. Camera's level.
Go ahead, Nav.
Hey, we just had a watch change. I just wanted to see what the current move is, make sure it matches what I have written down.
Okay, we were...
There's another fish coming in from the left. And taking off to the lower left. And it's gone.
Jellyfish on the right.
Yeah,
On the
jellyfish
right
on
side.
the right.
Yes. Okay, stand by.
No worries, Dave.
All right, sounds good. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Dougal is saying in the chat room that those Colodendridae, we don't know what they eat. So if we see when there's something attached to it, it would be great to get a
Going
close
back
up.
to level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Don Kobayashi also noted that the video can tell us a lot about the distribution and abundance of the suite of organisms that are not collected by toad nets or trawls.
Here's another.
So thanks, son.
What do you call them?
Servomer.
Servomer, yes. I love these, how they just hang there.
Pilots love them too.
It's really neat. An interesting adaptation. Seem lazy. But as you can imagine, if you were looking
Come
up
wide
at
for
this
a
thing
second,
from
see if I can
below,
approach.
because all the light is just coming straight down. If you were looking up at it
push
below,
ahead
it would look
a
like a
little
tiny
bit.
little nothing. Without these bright lights shining on it from the side, it would blend right in.
Okay, let's try it from here. We're a lot closer, a lot more
This would
light.
be a great idea for a monster. I mean, that's really a terrific animal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a bit more zoom.
Yeah. Okay.
So refresh my memory. A Ceravoma is a trichiurid, is that right? Just looking at the tail there, or is it some other family?
Just come out a little bit and I'll come closer. It's just easier for me to maneuver.
Ceravomeridae.
Ceravomeridae, it's its own family.
Pushing in.
Okay.
It's gone
Obviously,
above
I
us.
know nothing
It
about
got
the
away.
fish here, but we sometimes have imaged trichiurids
level.
down near the bottom, and they kind of had that little tiny tail flick at the...
Yeah, camera's low.
And have that vertical orientation, too. The ones that we've
Frankly,
seen
I don't
at
think
least.
we're moving through the water at all here.
RV nav bridge.
There's a fish going slightly down to the lower
We're
left
about
corner.
28 meters to the
I see
end
it.
of well, to the new destination. Did you want to keep going? Did you want to add
Clear
on
to
to
zoom.
Yeah, can I just add on another 100 meters, please?
Another 100 meters, bearing 090
You're gonna get
at
this one.
0.4 knots.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, using a little more.
Yeah, pilots, I can adjust
Another
ship
bristle
speed
mouth?
if you need it.
Frankly, I can do better work just hanging here.
There's a jelly there in the background there, upper,
All right,
upper
going
center.
for the jelly. Go for it, Tar. Yes.
There he is.
Oh.
Stand on.
Yeah. That's a tricky one. Tilting,
Nice.
tilting.
Alex Creus.
And it's way out there.
Mike, what?
Move has been initiated.
Features
Land
tell us
meters
what's the hot
at
Creus?
bearing 090
Well,
at 0.4 knots.
Some of the morphology outside
Yes.
the shell
Yep.
and the needs for the tentacles. Well, as I'm looking closer, but you can see the tentacles sort of have
I'll
get
push
a little
into it a
thicker
little
toward the
bit
bottom
here. Stand by.
as they're hanging out
Get some more
there.
light on the subject.
And this is kind of another example of what Don was saying about the benefits of looking at midwater in this way. And we get behavior, but we also get to see, some of these, predators that are ambush predators, sort of in their relaxed state. That would just be impossible to do it with net or with lower
out of the light
resolution
pool.
Okay.
imagery. So being down here with
Turning
high
to
resolution
level.
video,
Camera's
images
level.
of these gelatinous animals,
Full wide,
you get
please.
to see them sort of
Careful wide.
positioned in a way
Thanks.
that would just be impossible to understand when you pull up to the net. Many of these organisms,
All right, pilots, that's all the
when you
time
do
on this
catch them in the
transect.
net are shredded.
Okay, its transect depth is 400 meters.
400 meters. So, shoreside,
Start on update.
this transect is ended, and we are
coming off.
moving on to position for next transect at 400 meters.
Tilt coming up.
Up. And
Chris?
Sean, do we want to be moving faster through the water, which means
I'm just looking at some of the
Moving
comments
at
in the
0.4 right
event
now. Would you
log.
like that sped up?
Tracy
But
Sutton
you're
had noted
moving,
the sawtooth eels have that
backwards,
name because the
It's
teeth are
overground.
fused into a single row on the roof of their
so-
mouths.
How much of a change from the last command was
And
it?
That was.
let's see.
I haven't changed it. It's been 0.4 the entire time since you sat.
Don
I
Kobayashi
can
noted
adjust if
that
you,
in their midwater trawls,
Just
they
didn't
can get
seem like
hundreds,
Sirius
sometimes
ever caught up
thousands
with
that
me,
get
and
hung
I
up in
spent
their
a lot
heads
of
by their
time.
jaws and
Yeah,
have to
I
be
don't think so
removed
either.
individually.
From what I
Yikes.
gathered from last night,
That would
they've
take
been
a
doing
little while.
0.4 during national transects.
And Dugal is
0.3
commenting
during
on
ascent.
the jellies,
Copy that,
so we
or we
just
could
got
just-
one there.
Well, frankly, that speeding up and slowing down doesn't. By the time it
But-
gets down to us, it's not really
Yeah.
making much difference at
We're
all.
not that deep.
Eh.
But Sean, that's moving at 090. We're pointed the other way, right? So if you
Yes, you're
slow
pointed
that
west.
down, we'll actually see more water. Is that correct?
It's tough to say with the currents. I can't. This is what we're going. Our normal ADCP is not working.
The
Well, that's
the
surface
300K
anyway, but
isn't
at depth,
working.
yeah.
The 38 is.
If you want to look at this. So based on that, it's jagged. I
It's out of the
can't.
north.
be
Dugal
super
was
accurate.
commenting that these jellies often lose their tentacles when you catch them, and that's another reason why this is so valuable to do these sort of surveys and see them.
Yeah, more than happy.
Even if
to
it's just video,
put
you
in
can
whatever
see them
speed
completely
you'd like.
intact, what their bodies look like in their natural habitat.
What's our next step?
400 meters.
Great.
Yeah, typically most of these gelatinous animals are very difficult
My natural
to preserve.
ascent rate is greater than
certainly
10
most of
minutes,
the
so I'm putting in
ctenophores
some Z bias to slow down.
Extremely hard to preserve. So using the imagery and getting details on the morphology from the
Don't
video certainly helps us.
Let me look. I'm not sure.
Yeah, two big rocks. So I suspect we
Yeah, I
did
don't know
hear-
if you
hear very
had
floaty.
noticed, but a number of days ago, we collected a sea cucumber. Yeah, it was a
I've
very
never written.
curious animal that we
looks like
couldn't even
from
identify
cameras
the
it's been pulled,
family
but
at
I'm
this
not
point.
It does look
After
like it's been
submitting
pulled.
the
Yeah.
pictures
That's why
around
I'm so
to
light.
Holothroy
Okay.
and
Well,
a
there's
sea
need a
there's
bigger
two
cucumber
big
experts.
rocks in there.
And Chris was dealing with this thing, and I just figured it had some type of robustness to it, but the thing literally was like a jellyfish when we were trying to get it in its jars and things. I was astonished, and the handling is just I'm amazed that the ROV pilots actually are able to get that into the box with the manipulators. But yeah, a lot of these animals here, they're quite important, but they're often unknown because they're so difficult to collect in good condition.
going on with this dark
Now
shadow
you're making
in
some
the
progress
upper right
on me.
corner?
There's a, on feed
The-
one on the upper
yeah,
right.
the current
Dark.
is expected to pick up as we
Video
go left.
watch lead.
Okay.
So that's good.
Camera.
Go ahead,
I
watch lead.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, they're talking about this dark shadow on the upper right. Is there any way to get rid of that? Yeah, thank you, Tara. They're going to look in and see if they can get that dark patch lightened up a little bit. With the
Yeah,
nature
I
of the
think there
pilot
was some
since Tara on
tweakage that
video.
might have happened
Thank you.
Yeah.
at some point. Yes.
We heard that.
We're working
gonna
on it.
Do what we can do. Gonna bring the upper starboard up. Actually, I think down maybe more appropriate. That's not doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
How's that?
Sunglasses.
That's not how.
Dark
Yeah,
anymore.
that hurt.
Try the starboard mains. No, that's no good either.
Say again?
It hasn't been there the rest of the
Yeah,
dive.
race that on 500
Well,
meters.
we're tilted way up here.
Same
Is
speed,
what's
same
going
direction,
on.
please.
So,
500 meters, bearing 090 at
So
0.4.
that starboard swing arm is
Good copy.
out and the port is not, which I'm curious as to.
Starboard lower.
Let me sidle over so you can see.
Does it have something to do with the way the vehicles are aligned?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that was
Yeah,
the one
they're-
that Josh kind of got a little tangled up on.
I thought
Or,
it was
Here you
the
go.
upper
Yeah,
left
like
edge.
bar.
There-
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear the feed from Dave the pilot, but he's noticed a little difference between the swing
The
arms
move
there.
has been initiated.
And he's
500
trying to
meters,
look
bearing
into-
090
I am
at
not
0.4
able to
knots.
go
Good copy, thank you.
Yep.
Let me try to get a look with the Titan.
Okay,
I stole your Titan.
that's all right. I don't need it.
I figured.
I can scoot over and give you a sideways view here where you can see what you need to see.
Yeah, so just reeling a comment, Josh just came into the control room and he was noting that there is a problem with the starboard swing arm, and they're going to be able to stow it, of course, and bring it up, but it's not quite behaving the way it normally would, and that's why that dark shadow is going to be a little bit troublesome to get rid of.
Okay.
Great, thanks for checking.
We're going to get one of the junior pilots to roll down the window and hang out and see if he can grab onto it, wrestle it into submission.
Did they describe to you guys how the lights were set up?
No, they dashed off to dinner.
Yes, they described to me how they're set up. I think that's the best I can do with that. I brightened up that corner a little bit. If I do any more, we get a lot of glare in it. So I think that's...
Yeah, I think what they did was take those uppers, turn them out. See a lot of shadow up there that I didn't see before.
Out.
Yep.
I'm seeing some Midwater
Phasing out.
fantasizing in the event
Right.
log, 24-hour, 25-hour
Not like that. No, they had them
Midwater
fully
dives.
suspended.
I'm watching you guys.
I'm gonna boom.
Yeah.
We're taking over
pointed full forward.
It's full forward.
I like Tracy's comments. You got to make sure you count every cyclotron a year. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Right. Passing 400 meters on Sirius.
Roger that. 410 on D2.
That fantastic
And we're supposed to be
Intacta
continuing
foam
in
gel
the
you
same
guys saw
direction.
earlier was one of the
Not
most
tilt our
amazing things
cameras.
I've seen today.
Starting to
Yeah,
feel
that'll
the
bring you
ship
back.
motion
Great.
now. Moving through the water a little bit more.
And I think they also had such a strong current down there that they actually had the ship going
We
0.4.
still have it going the opposite direction.
Yeah, ship's still going up 0.4 knots.
Okay, tilting back down. Get that
So
out
we're
of
out
the
at,
way.
we're at about 408 meters or so. And 400's the next stop, wouldn't it? Or was it 300?
Yes,
I
it's
forgot.
400.
Correct, 400 meters.
400
Yes.
meters. Okay, so we're pretty close. We're almost there.
Yep. And the oxygen has gone back up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the EK60. I should take a look at that.
Okay. Sliding into home. Auto depth engaged.
Yep.
Transect begins.
What
Bringing
does that
camera
look
to
like
level.
on the graph to be about 1.6, 1.7 or something like that, I
All
think.
right, watch leads. This begins the 400 meter transect.
Did Shoreside hear that?
Yep.
Okay, transect is beginning.
Right down the
good, we
center,
saw that.
going up right.
Okay.
Camera's
Get it? Turning
level.
up.
Shelly, right, lasers right. Can we turn lasers on?
Oh, they want lasers off. I see it, Roland. Okay, tilting down.
Normally we just keep centering it as you get it. I keep zooming unless you want me to wait.
Yeah, you go ahead. Just tell me what you're doing, and I
Yeah.
can. We'll work it out.
Center there?
I'm tilting,
Oh, that's
panning,
interesting. What's that?
tilting up. Coming right.
Get starvation out.
Oh, maybe from the end or something.
Pulling.
Yeah, I gotta go
Let it
back
go.
this way.
That was tough.
The current's going to be pulling you off in
Yeah,
that direction.
things are getting more interesting now. Where did I go?
Pulled me
Sorry,
off
I'm
my
coming
center
back.
line.
Coming
Is that
back.
right?
Just trying to get back in position. Now we're rocketing along here. And uh-oh, that's not right. Sorry.
You want me to find you?
I get it.
No, you pulled
I get it. I just was
That's
need to
it.
switch to instrument flight here when I disappear. Apologies for the gyrations here. We're trying to steady up on a speed through the water, and it's a bit difficult. I just wonder about D2's DVL, if we could get a water speed out of it.
Might be able to do that. Meanwhile, do we want to point more into the apparent current? It's kind of coming.
Looks like you're going across the screen.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm trying to get back into position here. Let's see what happens when I get back in the spot here.
Oh, it's a current shifting back
Okay.
here? If we're just oriented a different way?
Yeah, is this, do you think this is actually current here, or is this, are we repositioning a little bit? There we go, it's slowing down now.
Yeah, I got some lateral in
Those-
here to maintain
The
position.
vehicles a little?
Not really sure. Pilot, they were wondering whether or not you were just turning or whether it's current. That
I
they're
was
seeing in the
way out of position, and I was going sideways to get back.
Got it. Okay.
It's difficult to adjust as we change depths. The current speed and direction changes, which requires adjusting the track of the ship, which involves hundreds of tons of mass and time lag. And
Seems like fewer particles than some of the previous depth levels.
we're just moving too fast.
Yeah. Whoop.
Up. Okay, hang on, Roland. Just wait for it. Okay, a little bit of zoom. Easy. Tilting up. That's too much. Panning. Tilting up.
It's going away from you.
Okay, pushing out.
Long stop.
In pursuit, tilting down.
Yeah, good zoom helps.
Yeah, caution you about getting too far
Yeah.
off to the right. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, range and also get some information on the banding.
Okay, that's all we're going to get out of that.
Individual.
Thank
That's
you,
a great
Dave.
long chain.
Keep me out of trouble.
Thank you.
Literally my job.
Gathering layer seems to be beating a little.
Jelly's right.
Yeah, I got to get back in position here.
I think we need some more lights from the side or increasing the gain or something. I can't get IDs on the GLEs.
Yeah.
Now.
Can we take that lower right and just deploy it slightly?
Yep.
Okay, something in center there, Roland. Tilting up.
That help at all? Oh, you're zooming.
Tilting down. Something left.
The Larvasian house, I think.
Tilting down.
It's out of the light.
Yeah.
Showing fish.
Dave, I think you're right. If you bring your head left, I'll be
Sure.
more into the current here. 'Cause
I'm going to come over to about maybe 255.
Something there in the bottom. So yeah, if we try and kind of slow down and
So,
Right into
Nav,
the
whatever we
direction of the
did to adjust our speed through the water, we need about half of that.
Copy. So we're going 0.4 right now. I can put it down to 0.2.
They're
Confer with Copilot on that.
yeah, they're trying to make some adjustments, Amanda. Dave was making the point that the current is changing all different directions when you move in different layers. But yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah, no, this often happens if we get up around here.
So do we want to go
We appreciate it.
Is that the solution?
That I can't process, but okay, Rolly, there's something in the middle there. Hold that. Panning. Floating.
Tina
Tilting
4.
down.
Oh, it's in our face.
Oh, it's another one of these Intacta things.
Yeah, if it's hitting your face too quick, we need to speed shift
Oh,
up.
look at that.
Just slow it down. Do you want to boost it to 0.5?
Let's see how this change of our heading goes for a second.
Oh, can I grab that?
And just be
Go
planning
wide.
for the next. I keep having to lateral to my left. Maintain
You
this.
tilt your camera up the more into the brightness.
Oh yeah, sorry, Roland. I was just getting a little busy here, just trying to stay in the right place. Okay. So, okay, I'm off stick. Let's see what we're doing here.
Right spot coming in.
Yeah, okay. And clear to zoom. Tracking. Tilting up.
It's going away from you.
Yeah.
Focusing on this, I
Tilting.
want to say pteropod?
Is it pteropod or hey, pteropod.
Max zoom.
Okay.
Still going away.
We need our mock people to
Still
chime
going
in.
away.
Yeah, I can't chase it.
Yeah, we can get some nice imagery on that.
Okay. I think they got an idea on it.
Yeah, we're good, I think.
Yeah. Leo Pteropod.
Jelly coming into the lens and swoosh.
I felt that one.
Okay, something that disappeared.
Top center.
Yeah. Which one? Center.
He's disappeared.
Yeah, out of the light. Okay, lateraling. Okay, back on track.
Just land this top left.
Yep, center.
It's going
Right,
invisible.
pilots, as you got back on track, that ends the 400 meter transect.
Okay.
Next step is 350 meters.
400 meter transect has been completed. Next up is 300 meter transect.
350, I think. 350?
Yeah, Wall Street, I have 350 written down, but if
Yeah,
you would prefer
350 is what
300,
we have.
that's also doable.
Yeah, 350, Amanda, confirm. That's the
We need
target.
to modify
350.
something.
Copy
that was
that.
pretty
We're going
poor.
there.
Yep. How's that? I'm going up 10 meters a minute.
Tilt up.
Look at that.
All right, pilots. So it looks like according to ADCP, the northern current should die down a little bit as we approach 350. But it looks like the eastern current should stay relatively the same. Ship's still going at 0.4. I'm going to try any adjustments for the last transect.
I think if we come back to due west, that might work pretty well at that speed. Is this the last one?
Last one, yeah.
So we're hauling in. Okay.
Yeah, if we can increase the lighting, that would be helpful.
There seemed to be, camera looks like it may be tilted down and we got a lot
it
less
is.
light.
There was a request to raise lighting if possible.
In general, make the image brighter.
But what has changed with the lighting? I'm at maximum iris now. We're definitely lower light level than before.
Nothing has changed. The mains are off, but they've been turning them off for every.
Try to turn the mains on.
Look at that. If I could turn the mains to half, that'd be good.
Try to
Let me see if I can.
kind of rotation can you give on the others? Upper light bars. Fill in the hole.
Turn the. Oh, so you want leave mains on and adjust the uppers. Do that.
Lighting seems better.
Start with upper. It's every time I do that, I add another flare.
And then maybe slightly tilt down.
Port upper. It's more light, but now there's a bunch of flares that we didn't have earlier.
Try tilting down slightly, Dave.
Tilting?
I think that's best.
Okay.
Amanda, shoreside, do you guys like that lighting? We've just got the camera slightly tilted down to lose the flares, but we've increased the lights.
Can you repeat that?
Just checking to see if you like the lighting. We've tilted the camera down slightly from, pointing up to reduce the flares.
Yeah.
But we get more lights this way, but we get more flares as well.
Yeah, it's looking better to me, even though there is some of that. We seem to be getting a better angle with the particles as well as better imagery. So.
Yeah, obviously clearer.
They prefer it.
Okay.
Better for working.
Okay.
Just past 350 on Sirius.
358. Thanks for the heads up.
What would it look like if we just put it tilted it a little bit, a tad more downward?
Okay, just a little bit more down to lose more of the flares.
Coming down. There you go.
Hold that. That's slightly more down, just out of the flares.
Well, and did you copy Mike's last comment?
Yeah, we just made the change, and you can see the flares and the image is gone now. And I relayed it to them on shore.
Great, Roger.
Okay. Looks like this fixed looks like we seem to be really good right now.
Okay, auto depth engaged.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for adjusting that.
I'm going at 335.
They like the lights this way, so we'll start using this.
Right, now we need to transition back to level camera. Well, actually, that was level.
Yeah, we want to stay with this during this ascent. No changes.
The ascent is complete. The camera was level when you got the image that they wanted. So now we're starting the transect. The camera is level.
All right, Washleads, this starts our last transect at 350 meters.
Final transect is beginning at 350 meters.
And we're facing into the current at a
Thank you.
slower rate. I hope current rate.
I'm still at 245, and you're seeing the current.
Okay, yeah, right in the center, Roland. Easy. Yeah, coming left.
It's close to you.
Yeah.
Got minimum focus.
Okay, let's come wide again.
Do you want me to follow your round further south?
I don't know yet.
Top left there.
Top left, I heard. Oh, that was. By the time I hear it, it's long gone. I can swing back and look up.
There we go. Up.
Something pink at the top, going over your top.
Oh, maybe we missed it. Okay.
There's been a request in the chat to keep our eyes out for 4 tentacles north of Medusa.
4 tentacles?
4 tentacles.
Tentacles, we want tentacles. Okay.
Some shiny stuff I'm starting to see in the water. Recommend a partial zoom. See the sparkles just left?
Yeah. Here's something drifting in from right. Yeah. Hold that. Right there in the center. Tilting. Tilting. Just can't track it.
Full wide. Line center.
Okay, go for it.
Fish.
Yep, got it. Tilting. Coming left. Tilting up.
Repeated now.
Oh, yeah.
No worm.
Tilting up. Coming left.
Is it possible to give a little bit of forward movement on the ROV?
ROV is moving forward.
Sorry, what was that? You wanted forward movement?
Yeah, they're asking.
Yeah, is it possible? A little bit of forward movement on the ROV.
Pilots, do you want me to slow ship down?
No.
Great.
Copy.
RV's moving ahead.
well, but you always see the deeper ones are more pigmented and typically larger and thicker, and then as you get into the shallower
I saw
depths,
that larvation.
Yep.
they're more transparent. So there's more light reaching these depths, so the transparency helps them hide. When they're in the deeper water, they don't need to hide quite so much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Movement looks good.
Top
We'll do
right.
things like that
Yeah,
with other
see it.
taxa,
Tilting.
like the copepods. A lot of the deep
Panning.
copepods are large and black or red, but the
Yeah.
ones that are shallow are small and more transparent.
Tilting down.
Okay, we're
Tracking.
zooming in on something.
Sounds great.
Tilting up.
And it looks like it's getting away from us. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there.
Little piece of a larvation house there.
Yeah, I'm disturbing them somewhat with my thrusters, but onward. Moving ahead.
Jelly, top left.
Okay.
Hard
Panning
left.
left.
Yeah.
Tilting. He's a fast mover.
Yeah.
Nav, what's our recovery going to look like? Is it going to be at this heading?
Yeah, last time I spoke to Dive Super, this is
Tilting
the
up.
correct heading for recovery.
Okay.
Panning right.
And we don't have 300 kilohertz
He's
AECP.
going invisible.
So we're,
That's correct.
yeah.
He's
Are they going
inside.
to have
Okay.
the velocity log working? Or,
I'm not sure.
okay.
Top
Trying to
left
figure out.
fish.
What is this little round
Left or right?
thing
Round
on the left?
Round
Last I
thing?
heard,
Round
Yeah.
thing.
Dive Super bridge is seen
Tilting.
about 0.8 knots, about
Panning
70
right.
degrees.
Panning right.
That gives
That's
you an idea.
minimum focus.
0.807, and we're moving at
I think it's a
0.4.
dust. I couldn't focus on it.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
something there though.
Guess
So
not.
add,
Lower left.
There's
This is
another
one
one
of
coming
those.
center.
It's a jelly.
So from the top bin of the 38K, I'd say that's about 0.6 knots. Add the 0.4 we're doing, and they should be seeing 1 knot. So that more or less agrees.
Sounds good.
Turning to level.
Pink on the right. Band on the bottom.
Yep. Got them both.
Bottom.
And we're at this heading for wind, I assume.
Tilting down.
Sorry, say it again.
We're at this heading
Going
for the
out
wind.
of the light.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Great.
They've been at this heading since off bottom time.
It's off the bottom.
Yeah. Coming back up.
Just thinking.
Camera's level. Turning to heading.
Swimming fish top. Too fast, went over you. Seen it for off the bottom. Yeah, something coming just
Yep,
up left.
Yep. Center. Tilting up.
Jelly, maybe. Okay, larvation house.
Larvation house, yeah.
It's going invisible.
No, larvation
Okay.
house.
Tilting back down. Got it.
Bottom.
Yeah,
What's
tilting
that
down.
on the lower right side there? Is that a
It's
larvation
going
house?
invisible.
All right.
Too
Yeah.
close.
Another house, maybe.
Tilting back up.
Go ahead now.
Hey, we're still doing our last transect, but can I please get the 15-minute call out and please start listening to Decade?
Okay, 15-minute call out and decade.
Lower center.
Copy, thank you.
Yep, tilting. Coming right.
Well, that's interesting. What's that?
Could be part of a larvation house as well.
Oh.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily see the filter
could have.
For the external.
Camera's level.
Set a strand in the top.
Yeah, tilting up.
Streamer, mucus streamer.
Make it just
Falling parts of starvation bounces.
we got that.
Yeah.
Now, it might be good to make sure they know they're not going to have those speed log figures. They're aware. Great.
Yeah, they're aware.
Just fish at the bottom.
Yep, got it. Oop. Coming right. Tracking. Wow. It's just,
Yeah. Yep.
I think they've identified that guy.
Yeah.
All right, pilots, that ends the last transect of the day.
Okay.
All right.
That ends the transect, and ROV is 15 minutes to recovery.
Let's see.
Shoreside, thank
I
you
have a half turn, you have a half
for
turn.
showing us some
Take
really
mine out
wonderful
to
things today.
Very nice.
Port, and that makes yours worse, right?
Wow, that was great.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Okay. You can go ahead and spin your turn out. I'll go down
See you guys
and
later.
fix
Thanks,
it.
everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Let's make
Bye-bye.
sure everything's stowed
Good night.
here. Let's
Yes.
Bye.
see you later. That.
Bye.
Thanks very much for that.